Okay, so we're going to get started on the Metheus puzzle. I have Cinderella helping me today, so thank you, Cinderella, so much for this. I have
You're
completed
welcome.
I have completed the puzzle, but she has not. And if you have one person who has, you can still complete the puzzle and help somebody out. So we are going to start at metheus.don'tstarvetogether.com. If it's the first time to this webpage, it should look something like this, where you have all of the different ways you can sign on. Obviously, the way that you sign on is the way that you will be getting your items. So if you sign on Xbox, you're only going to get them on Xbox. You actually have to complete this puzzle 3 times if you are going to get them on Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation. So we're going to click Steam. If you are completing the puzzle a second time, I'm going to sign in. If you are completing the puzzle a second time and that page doesn't load up, you actually just need to clear your browser cookies and it'll refresh. So I've completed this on PlayStation and Steam. We're going to do it today on Steam. So reloads the page. In the top right-hand corner, there is a little mute button. Otherwise, you get that awesome epic torch fire sound. You only get to this page if you've completed the torch. And there's a link in the video description below. If you have not, you have to start there. Let's go ahead and click on the little device down in there in the bottom left. And yeah, the little like circular looking thing down there. Do you
Yep.
want the top code or the bottom code?
I'll take the top code. What the heck?
Okay. All right. So I am going to, I highly recommend having a Discord chat open just for the sole fact that you can take photos and send them back and forth. This first code is going to link our accounts. So you actually have to use my top code, and then you have to send me yours, and I have to use your bottom code, and that's how we actually link accounts. Ooh. And it doesn't really matter who picks which one. The top code is going to be maybe easier for somebody on the first go, but then it'll be harder on the second one. The more you do this puzzle, I will say, and the more you help people do this puzzle, the quicker you will find some of these. Sometimes it is just best to go one side and go down until you find the one you're looking for. So whenever you're done putting them in, let me know, and then we click this cool little circle in the middle here. Another good way to do this is just having one of the people share screen on Discord. Can make it a lot easier. We're trying the old school photo method way, which I find to be more fun.
All right.
Okay.
Done.
All right, we are going to click the middle blue thing in 3, 2, 1. And if this works, oh, it got me.
Did it work?
Nope. Okay, so one of us got one
Oh,
wrong.
I
Ooh.
guess I did.
No, it's okay. And this is the joy of this puzzle is like they are serious about you getting it right, which is no big
Yep.
deal. So here, I will say this puzzle is fun. It can be frustrating at times, and if it is, just walk away, come back. Um, if you are linked with another account, if you leave or refresh your cookies, you'll have to relink. So I highly recommend finishing with your friend before you switch to trying with somebody else. All right, so it looks like I have my part done. It's yellow. If you want to go ahead and click yours now that you've got it in, it should go yellow, and then we should sync up through the interwebs. And then it goes pink. Fan-frickin-tastic. Once it goes pink, both of our
Yay.
pages should reload. I can see
Yep.
on mine, my page didn't actually reload all the way. It still says that we are synced, so I'm going to click off here, but you can just manually reload your page. So on the right side, it's really weird. Mine is not loading correctly.
Oh,
That's okay.
the heck
I
is
know where all the buttons are, so I'm going to click on it. So I have a new puzzle here. So if you want to send me a photo, this is where we're going to put the items in the box. So I'm going to take a photo of mine. And we're just going to go from left to right. And we're going to put them in box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4.
Nope.
So there should be a little device that looks similar to the one on the left right here to the right. I'm
Right. Okay.
really
Perfect. I've got
surprised
that.
mine is not refreshing even when I refresh the page. But you're going to click on that and then take a photo of that new code up at the top for me. And you're going to send that over to me. And then I'm going to actually, on a separate piece of paper, I highly recommend writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know that this is going to be a 1 because that is always a 1. No, yeah, yours is perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, you totally have it right. So I get the numbers, which are the weird little squares, and then yours are
Okay.
the actual items, and that's where we're going to use the Google Docs. So no,
Ah,
you're
okay.
totally fine. So go ahead and put that first one, which is the Y with the 2 little dots next to it, in that first top left-hand spot, and then I'm going to be placing your cubes in the other spot. So, and it's good to kind of make a labeling system. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it looks like we have 2 for me that are duplicates, which will be really good later. I can actually start to decode this while you're doing that. So please feel free. Keep going. Take your
All right.
time.
So I'm done.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Submit.
Boop. Going back. So go ahead and we're going to click on the little blue button at the bottom. Click it once. All right.
Okay, so I got one thing.
Yep. So it says that we have 1 in the right spot, and we have no idea which one that is, and that's okay. So we're going to just practice, and we're going to move the very first one from its tile. We're going to click on it, and we're going to pull it down to the 4th spot, and that should move them. And then once you've done that, let me know, and then we'll click the button together again and see if that changed anything.
So the G and the Y have flipped.
Let me look at mine.
Swirly G
Yep,
thing.
yep.
And
So
then
the
the
G and
Y
the
with
Y
dots.
will have flipped. Yep. And then you've already moved them?
Yep.
Okay, we'll click the button.
And just the one. Yeah, just the one.
Okay, so it says that so we know that one of those 2 wasn't the right one. So let's move the 1, for me it's the 4th slot. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move that to the 5th slot, right to the right of it. And we're just going to move one at a time just to make it easier. You can get a little crazy and start moving them a lot more frequent, but I don't mind if we go through this one a couple of times because it's really good practice. Just get used to moving in that order. Have you moved those 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but I, however, found that when I flipped something else, it did not work at all. When the Y and the dude that the one currently in slot number 2, when they flip, it goes wrong. So I think that one might be the right one.
Okay. Oh, so on this part, don't change anything unless I change it too, because they have to move.
Okay, perfect.
They have to move the same. So, but that's good to know. We've narrowed out that the second one is. So right now, we just moved the 4th one to the 5th slot and nothing changed. So let's move the 3rd slot down to the 6th slot. And just for good measure, let's move the 1st slot down to the 4th slot. So we're just going to basically flip these 2 and these 2. And then...
Still just getting the 1.
Oh, okay. Nope, I got 3.
3. Wait, no, 3.
Yep. So that's the thing. We have to click together too, because it doesn't... Yeah. When you click it, it finalizes your side. When I click it, it finalizes mine, and then it tells us. So we have 3 in the right spot, which is not too bad. So I will tell you, because I have duplicates in slot 2 and slot 5. Those 2 are the exact same number. So one of those 2 is probably in the right spot, but one's probably in the wrong.
Slot 2.
So let's move.
I think 5 should move.
5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's move 5 to. Let's move it over to 3, because I don't think we've had one there yet. And then click. Yep. That put 1 in the right slot, and 1 is. So we still have 2 in the wrong spot, which is fine. So let's move. How about number
5 and 6?
Okay. Let's move 5 to 6. I'm gonna click. Nope. One of those was in the right spot. So let's move those back to where they were. And then we don't have to click because we know that's right. But let's 5 and 4. Click that. Okay, so one of those is right. Oh.
Yay, all of it's right.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that was really quick. Okay. So, so now what we need to do, yours should not look like this, Clay. Sorry, I found a bug. But now you go back to the completed puzzle. And I need you to, the one we just finished. And what I need you to do is take a photo of your 6 tiles, because the 6 tiles at the bottom is the order that we have to decode. So I'm going to go into mine, and I will take a photo. This is where you want eyes on both people to kind of pay attention, because this is typically where I mess up. Mine was easy. Mine are the numbers, and yours are actually the items. So we're going to flip off this screen, and we're going to go over. So now what we're doing is decoding. First symbol that you have is the nightmare fuel. So nightmare fuel. The second symbol you have is a walking cane. The third symbol, that's this one right here. The third symbol you have is the Y, which I believe is, no, oh darn it, it's a rabbit. It's a yellow gem. Fourth symbol you have is a G. It's thulecite, which makes sense. So you always will have thulecite in this puzzle. And petals is your last one. And then I'm going to go to mine, and you can always check my work. So the first one is 3. So we have 3 nightmare fuel. The second one at walking cane, we only ever have 1, and we only ever 1 rabbit, because those don't stack in game unless you have a mod on. We have 5. Wow, are you kidding me? 5 yellow gems? This is going to be expensive. Good thing we can roll back. And then we have 4 on the thulecite. And then we have, wow, a lot of petals. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 petals. So if I just did that right, that should be pretty easy. So I'm actually gonna load right into my world. The reason I say this is easiest on Steam, you guys, is because you can use mods. So I currently have Too Many Items mod on. Not only is that mod going to be able to give me all the items that we need, but it's also going to allow me to literally teleport right where we need to go very quickly. Something to keep in mind if you are doing this on Steam, it can be done a lot quicker. I'm going to turn on Too Many Items. Too Many Items is a fun mod. It gives you capabilities to have God mode, creative mode, one-hit kill. Makes it really easy. You can also control your sanity. Definitely a fun mod. Go back down here. Come on down. With this mod, something to keep in mind, anytime you go up or down, you lose creative mode, you lose your God mode, you lose any of the abilities and stuff that you had. So as soon as you get to the new area, you want to make sure you're on yourself. I'm going to just put on creative mode, I'm going to put on God mode, one-hit kill. I'm going to just heal all up. And I'm going to actually switch. I'm going to do the same. And then I'm going to teleport you to Ancient Postern. You're there. I'm going to switch. I'm going to teleport myself there. Go ahead and hit these guys.
That's so satisfying.
And then come on over. So now I'm going to hand you the items in the, or here, I'm going to put them in. We both just have to stand by here, just so I can get rid of the rabbit. I'm scared that he'll drop out. Here, I'm going to hand you the last item. And I'm going to stand away from the box. If you want to put the last item in that box, it should be Nightmare Fuel, 3, Walking Cane 1, 1 Rabbit, 5 Yellow Gems, 4 Thulecite, 8 Petals. Is that correct?
Yep.
Go ahead and shut the case. And your presence has been noticed. Congratulations. You now have the items. So now,
that's so exciting.
Yeah, really easy to do. When you go ahead and log out, you can log back in. As soon as you do, it'll just be like getting a daily gift. Another good best practice if you're doing this on console and it asked for a lot of nightmare fuel or something like that, right now is a good time to roll back. If you get it all done in one day, you're going to roll back the server and you didn't lose any. Even if you roll back, you're still keeping the items because they're items that you've earned. So something really cool. And I clicked roll back. It should be taking me back here in a second. There we go. I'm going to roll back to the start of that day.
Metheus has taken heed.
Yeah.
You've received an ancient cane.
Perfect.
And you have received the ancient king's chest. There we go.
So,
Excellent.
awesome. Thank you, Cinderella. I'm happy that that was...
Thank you so much for helping me get that.
Yeah, no problem. First try.
Totally first try.
Yeah. So things to keep in mind, you guys, it's good just to send photos back and forth. The one part of the puzzle that I feel I always seem to miss, I'm going to exit out of here just so we don't die, is that when you're on last page here that I'm showing on the screen, you have to make sure to take a photo of this bottom portion of it, this part down here, because this is the order that it needs to go in the box. What I commonly always do is put it in this order up top, which you just had to mastermind and redo. So you don't want it in that order. Once you're complete, you're good to go. If I cleared my cookies, I'd be able to sign back in again and we'd be able to do the puzzle again. If you do need help with the Metheus puzzle, please feel free. You can reach out to myself and other people in my Discord. We actually have a spot in the Discord for you to ask. Yeah. And if you liked this video, please subscribe. It'll help me out. And yeah, come join us on Twitch and we'll see you again soon. Thanks, guys.